Hi, I'm Tim Robel, and welcome to part 4 of my KTM 950 Supermoto to Super Enduro conversion. Right now I'm super excited to show you my new skid plate that I made under the Extreme Enduro Store label. EES is gone off of the internet for right now, but that doesn't mean that I might not be coming back into the motorcycle parts business. As far as the skid plates go, I do feel that I make a very nice plate, and I utilize all my years of experience with design, engineering, and fabrication and welding. And for part 2 of this, I'm going to actually take you through the Everlast 255 EXT welder and show you my settings and everything that I used to weld this up. So we'll go through a small little welding portion of this too. So that's kind of something new that I haven't done on this series yet. So talking about the skid plate, what was my whole thought process on trying to get this skid plate? Number one was footprint. The last ride that I went for on this motorcycle, I got stuck in this little narrow thing because I'm known to ride a motorcycle in places probably where most people wouldn't go on a trials bike, and I'm on my 950. And I got wedged down in this little rocky section, and it was all washed out, and that's when I just sat back and took that as a time to learn on what I wanted for this next evolution of this motorcycle. So footprint was huge. Number two is I wanted to incorporate the motor mounts as part of the mounting system. So you can see I've actually cut off the ears of the motor mounts, and this plate is fixed solid. And so it's now, this is an oil tank, oil cooler, and a skid plate or a bash plate depending on where you're from. So with this unit, I looked at it. This whole thing is built out a 1/4-inch bottom and then 3/16 sides. And right here you can see that I actually bubbled it where I did hit, and took a hard hit on a rock, probably saved the cases, and definitely made my ride home a lot more enjoyable, not worrying about oil leaking out. So let me take you a walk around the skid plate, and then we'll jump to the welding tables. I'll show you the settings, and we'll get to welding. You can tell how much I reduced the footprint of this skid plate. The other skid plate I have basically fits over this one. Went with the side protection over the cases just to go ahead and protect it a little bit more. I seem to push this bike further and further into places I probably shouldn't go. This side I got the clutch cover protected, the water pump, and then coming up front you can see that I machined grooves in for an oil cooler as well as an oil tank. I think she turned out really nice and really slick. The Everlast Power Tig 255 EXT. Why is that my choice for a TIG welder for the shop? I'll tell you what, the number one thing that I like about this unit versus a lot of things out there, and there's a lot of really good welders out there, but this gives me really the ability to focus the arc like no other welder that I've used. I'm running 160 Hertz on my frequency and 30% balance, but with that I really am able to focus the heat where I want it. Notice that my skid plates are a little intricate, and I do a lot of work on aluminum, from anywhere from 35 thousandths all the way up to this project actually has 3/8 in it. So being able to do that and blend in and burn it in, this machine's perfect for it. Another thing I really like is this 20-foot TIG torch that's super lightweight. I can leave this machine planted. I can use it here at the welding table, I could use it at the mouth of the shop, and it's got enough lead to reach. And with the flex head, that really makes a difference. It allows me to get in there and really burn in and manipulate what I need to do to make this machine work. So that being said, let's go through my setup real quick. For this project, I was using 180 to 190 amps. I'm running 30% balance and 160 Hertz, and then I'm flowing 20 to 25 on the argon. So let's get to burning some stuff in. Skid plate I'm welding up here is 190 thousandths 6061 T6, and I am welding it up with a 5356 rod. You may notice on some of the clearer photos that this skid plate actually doesn't have good fit up. And it is one of the ones that I was prototyping for the factory gas team here in America, and it just didn't meet my specs, so I made some changes. But it works good enough to show you what I'm doing here. I got good heat in, and I really don't like my welding lens on this, but you can see how well that arc is staying tight and focused, and provides for a really nice weld bead. I'm really happy with the results there. Well, there you have it. The Everlast Power Tig 255 EXT welded up the Extreme Enduro Store skid plate, oil tank, oil cooler. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for further episodes, and if you happen to like it, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'm Tim Robel, and I'll catch you here next time.